A film takes a team of people to make it. It's not just one person doing it. It's usually a crew, and it can be a small crew. It can be, a skeleton crew, as they call it, or it can be a very large crew on a studio feature. But I'm just going to go over a little bit of the crew members and what each position entails and what they do on set, so you get a little bit better idea of how a film crew works. The first position, and at the top of the food chain, is the executive producer. The executive producer is responsible basically for financing the film. And in the independent world, they're the ones who actually either find the financing through investors or they are the investor. So they're the one that puts the money into a film, and for them it's a business deal. It's an investment that they want to see a return on. So the executive producer is sometimes involved with the day-to-day operations, usually not though. Usually they just have the money and they give it to the producer to do everything. Now going on to the producer is the person who runs the show. And they're the ones that make it happen. They make the whole film happen from pre-production through post and distribution. The producer's job in pre-production is to hire key members of the crew, director, line producer, maybe some other producers as well. And then those people hire people under them, and then those people hire people under them. So that's how it works. The producer's job in production is to oversee that everything is getting done on time and on budget. That is the two biggest things that a producer does. In post-production, they make sure everything is getting done in a relatively quick fashion. And in distribution, they may be heavily involved in it, or they may pass it on to a sales agent or distributor. When the Academy Awards give the award for Best Picture, the producer always accepts it. It is considered their film. The screenwriter is the one who writes the script, and that script can be sold to the producer. The unit production manager or line producer is responsible for the day-to-day activities. They're responsible for getting people paid. They're also responsible for the budgeting of the film. They help the producer out in the day-to-day aspects. And during production, they're responsible for keeping everything in order. The director's job is to bring the page to the screen. It is their artistic vision. They are in charge of certain crew members to make this happen. The director has two important jobs. One is to work with the camera, work with the lenses, work with the composition and the framing. The other is to work with the actors. The first assistant director, or first AD, is responsible for scheduling the film. They're also responsible for keeping order on set. They work in between the producer and the director to get the job done on time. The second assistant director helps the first assistant director out. They usually deal with extras, they make call sheets for the next day, and they're usually the liaison between the production office and the set. The casting director is responsible for bringing the actors to the director. Now, you can have someone big as a casting director and they would work with the actors' agents. Say if you get like a Brad Pitt or something, a casting director would go after him and work with the agent and try to get a deal made for your film.